Hi, I'm Eva Katsani. I'm the service manager for Penrose Drive. I've been working in this organization for about 3 years. When we receive a new referral for a resident, we make sure we make contact in advance with them. We provide them with a little welcome letter and information on how to reach the service and how to get in touch with us. On the first day of arrival, we do an induction and we show them around the building. We ensure they have everything they need. We provide them with a welcome pack that has all the essentials for somebody.
My name is Patrick. I started off in here as a support coach, and recently, because of a job opportunity, I'm now acting deputy manager. So at Penrose Drive, we offer support in many different ways. So if somebody comes in with substance misuse, we can refer them to CGL. There's other agencies at Catch-22 that we also do referrals to. We also help them obviously set up their GP.
My name is Yomi. I've been here for 14 months. I'm the activities coordinator at Penrose Drive. And within the first sort of 48 hours of being here, I would schedule a meeting with them, an individual. I call it an activities one-to-one, sort of an introduction. So that way is a little bit more tailored. I get to know them a bit more and they start to speak to me about what sort of support I would provide for them.
At Penrose Drive, we work with the principles of enabling environments, and we have a trauma-informed approach, which means that we take into account people's previous experiences, their trauma, how they grow up, what happened throughout their life and the journey.
My name is Sakina Thomas. I'm a sport coach. If they need support with rehabilitation, we can find local AA support for them and provide them with the information. If they don't feel comfortable enough to contact them, we can do it on their behalf. If they need support with booking a doctor's appointment, we can do that. If they need support with Universal Credit or PIP, we can also do that.
So my name's Scott Worrell. I've been here for like 2.5 months. When I come out of prison, I've never been to an AP just before in my life. So I was very cautious and wary and like a bit scared, you know, like of doing something for the first time. And then when I got here, like the staff were very like welcoming, very friendly, like asking if they can help with anything. It took my anxiety and my depression down a little bit. So it was very nice for them to be like that.
To try and deal with issues that might stop them reoffending. So that's things like housing, things like getting a job, because I find that once those things are in situ, it helps them living a life that doesn't involve reoffending and going back and doing things that got them locked up in the first place.
They haven't got the opportunity to live in a stable environment, and we aim here at Penrose Drive to provide an environment for people that is a home. We want people to live from here thinking that this was a good place to be, this was a safe place to be, and this is the standard that I want to achieve for the rest of my life.
My name is Perry Nathaniel. I've been here at Penrose for about now 6 weeks. It exceeded my expectations, to be perfectly honest, because my opinion of an AP was dirt, grimy, very strict. You know, like that was my perceptions. Having come here, the staff have been warming. They suppressed my anxiety. I haven't done a long time, but done a long time away. They're open to giving directions and supporting you in terms of either gaming, training or employment.
I think it's really important to make them feel that this is a safe place for them, because it's a big transition when you come out of prison, especially if you've been in for a long time, and then you come here and it's a big change again. You don't know what to expect, you hear the horror stories of APs and stuff. I think my personal goal when I do an induction is to make sure they're comfortable.
A lot of our residents tell us that the service is different from other approved premises, and I think this has to do with a few different things. One, we're very blessed with the building we're in. It gets a lot of natural light, and we take great care to organize our bedrooms in such a way that is welcoming to our new residents. And the other thing is our approach to doing things, and not necessarily being afraid to take risks. We actually encourage positive risk-taking from people.
My name is Tobias and I've been here for over a week and a half. My relationship with the staff is friendly. Whenever they talk to me, I I'm always polite and they're always polite to me. They're supportive as well.
Like, if they haven't seen you for a couple of hours, they'll come to your room and check on you and like see if you're okay, see if they can help in any way. So they're all very helpful and active, and they are they're always about too.
If you see our reception, you'll see that it's open. People can always go knock on the glass. The window opens and they have conversations all the time about their day, what are they doing, where are they going. And I feel like this is what we do different than other people. We're just so open.
We have our key work sessions, which residents open up to staff about any issues they may be having, whether it's mental health. They can talk about what they require, like family support. We also put people on courses for parenting courses. They can talk to us about any issues to do with drugs and alcohol.
A lot of our staff take time out of the busy days to visit residents in hospital, or even outside the working hours, or even going with them to appointments, or doing phone calls to previous residents that live with us.
I'm just a resident here. For a short period, I got sick. They come to the hospital, bring my clothes, phone me, see if I'm okay. That ain't their job. That's surpassed their job.
They always make sure that we interact, and they're always watching, you know, like if there is any even just verbal with each other, they would be on it straight away, do you know what I mean? They are very good here, man, I'm not gonna lie.
We started a breakfast club every Tuesday morning, and that's proven very popular. It gets people together, both staff and resident. We have a chat and things like that. We've run groups here about mental health.
So at the AP we have regular group settings where we all get together, watch a movie, we order takeaways, have a nice night together. It makes staff and residents bond, also residents of residents, so they don't feel so alone.
So we had a client who was here who, when he first started, was so antisocial, did not want to interact with anyone. And then I started a gardening project, and I said to him, "Oh, would you like to do some gardening?" He laughed in my face and said no. So I laughed back and said, "We'll see about that." So as time went on, I saw him in the garden. I was like, "Oh, you come to help, that's just nice of you." One of the managing directors came to visit us. I spoke to him about, is there a possibility we can help him get a job at another premises or within the SIG community. And he got the interview and he got the job. It was hard work with him, but it was all worth it, because I knew there was an end goal that he would be better off.
I'm Jamal. I have been a chef at Penrose for the last 5 months now. As a resident, when I first came here, I felt like in prison, you develop the mentality of that it's us against them sort of thing. So it's us against people, police, whoever. That's how I felt when I came here. You know, I had in my mindset that, okay, it's us against them. But when I got to actually realize how helpful and how nice everyone was, I kind of had to put that judgment aside and just actually kind of work with everyone, because it was beneficial for me.
My name is Flavian Cortez. I was here for about 4 months, between May and September. I was always treated very fairly and like a human being, not like a prisoner coming out of prison, and that's what I probably really appreciated.
Staff remain a professional relationship with the residents, and we try and make that clear. We are very approachable people, but we have to have boundaries in place so that residents also respect us in turn.
One of our biggest successes as a service has been that we were able to hire 2 of our ex-residents in positions with us in the service.
I was obviously an ex-resident here. I went to prison and got released and then was put here temporarily. When I was here, it was a bit overwhelming when I first came here for me, because it was just, everything was so fast paced, and I couldn't get to adjust with the way things were moving. But as I did and I got comfortable, started to kind of enjoy the place and what this place had to offer, because it was giving me personally at the time a lot of things that I needed to kind of integrate myself back into the community after being out for so long. I was out for nearly 4 years, so kind of gave me all the tools that I needed. I got support with identification, you know, even just some food and a bed to sleep on.
Some people come out, they've got no money, no house, no job, no family. So they even got so this is good for them. One, they're getting fed. 2, they got a roof over their head. 3, they got a bit of support.
We believe in rehabilitation, and when we say that we want other organizations to hire the people that we work with. We thought it was important to do the same in here as well.
My name is Tanya and I have been at Penrose for over 8 months now. And my background before was I was working in various mental health projects with Penrose. I have found my experience working at Penrose and with the staff as such a learning experience, and I love that the service is very welcoming and that there's always training opportunities.
Our focus is on helping people, is on reintegrating people back into the community, is making people having a home when they never got the opportunity before to have a home. We do our very best for the people that come and live here and the people that come and work here to say that period of my life was quality, that period of my life was comfortable, I was safe. It was something that I'm happy to remember.
I always say to myself, I'm grateful that for one, where I am now, the opportunity that I've got and the people that I've got around me right now, because if I never had that, it would probably be a lot more harder than it is now for me, do you know what I mean? So I've got no complaints. I think it's absolutely brilliant. I think the staff is brilliant, and I think even as a resident, everyone was brilliant as well, and the whole experience has been brilliant for me. So yeah, it's pretty good, man.
Even though it's sometimes difficult and it's hard, we look after our residents very well. We try, and that gives me, if I felt like we didn't, it wouldn't sit well with me, and I couldn't carry on coming into a job if I felt like we didn't.
I'm doing all these courses now to do with family and stuff, and like, you know, behaviour and all this. But I'm doing all this to like show that I am a better person and I can move forward in life, you know. Don't just judge me by the cover of the book, you know. Judge me for who I am.